G'day guys, Tim Gordon, the Real Estate Bodyguard here. Okay, so this is part 3 of the video series on how to sell your home for more. This one's about open homes. What should be on display during the open home and or buyer appointment, and things I see agents doing that just leave me shaking my head. Okay, so what should be on display? We want to have brochures. Proper full color brochures is what every owner should be demanding of their agent. None of this A4 one-sided, just plain photocopy paper with the picture of the house from realestate.com, the exact same copy, and a little photo of the agent and their contact details or the office's phone number. That's not good enough. It doesn't cut it in 2014. Those things end up probably crumpled up on the back of the car floor or on the back seat. The kids get to them, they rip them up, they put their sticky fingers over it because you probably had to bribe them with McDonald's, so they'll be good for all the open for inspections. If your kids are anything like my son, that's exactly what I've had to do in the past. Okay, so you'd want to have something that's glossy, color, double-sided. I mean, it doesn't take much more effort and cost to print on both sides. You're already using the paper, get the most value out of it. Have a floor plan on the back if you can, and your home is really beautiful and you've done it up nicely, then promote it to the best. Don't skimp out right on the end and cheapen out on that bit and cost your home and yourself that one great buyer who's going to love it and pay the absolute top dollar for it. Other things I'd like to see on display: have a couple of contracts out. Instead of having to go back to the buyer, I'll email it to you Monday or the next day, and by the time the agents come back from a full day of opens, they might forget, or the buyer gets it at 5 o'clock. That's too late. Another agent could have already shot off a contract for another property they've seen. They've taken it to the solicitor. That's the one in their hands, ready to go. And you're left scratching your head wondering why you've had no action, at the end of a weekend. So have some contracts out on display. Have some music going, have something easy going. Now, with music, I know a lot of people are like, oh, but that'll distract from, the experience of the open home. No. Quiet is actually a bad thing. Think of it when you go to Coles, Woolies, Big W, all the major shopping centres. They have music going, and it's actually been scientifically proven. They've spent millions and millions of dollars investing and researching in this, that music affects your mood. So during the day when the mums who are at home with their kids or who don't work or work part-time go to the shopping centres, they have sort of slower, more easygoing music, so they can, take their time and maybe reach for another box of cookies or a little treat for themselves or the family. And in the afternoon or in the morning, they'll have something a little bit more upbeat, so people are lively. Get them pumping because they want people in and out. I know people are in a rush. They don't want sort of low, sort of draining music when people are coming in just before work or early in the morning. So that's something else. Have some music. I don't know, you can do anything. Have a fresh baked batch of cookies on the table. Now, I know people are going to say, oh, it's cliched, and I've heard that before, and everyone does it, but the point is it still works. And if it works and it's not broken, keep using it. Don't try and come up, with something weird and wonderful, like, I've seen people put balloons on the front of their house. It's not a kid's birthday. Let's stick to what's tried and tested and not try and reinvent the wheel here without really putting a lot of thought or effort into it. Because it's good to be different, but to be different just for different sake, it kind of doesn't work, and it sort of leaves a bit of a bad taste in people's mouths, and they look at it more like you don't know what you're doing, or the person selling your house is an amateur, rather than a really beautiful home that they can't wait to put an offer in for. Something else I'd want to see there is a little bit about the local area, where the local shops and schools are. So you might say, it's great to say, close to shops or schools, close to major transport, like train station, M7, M2, M4, anything like that. But it's a whole different thing to give buyers, 500-meter walk to shops, 2-minute drive to schools. Things like that really go a long way. Something else I'd like to see at open homes is, put a little bit of effort in. Let's have some, get your agent to do a banner, have pointer signs, not just on the streets, but in front of the house. It's really make people aware that this is an open home. The owners are motivated to sell. They're not just mucking around, and they're on the market looking for serious buyers. Because the last thing you want is people thinking that you're just testing the water or fishing to see if they can get a great price. People want certainty. And if you don't give them that, they'll walk on to the next house. All right, well, that's all for now. As always, if I can be of any more help, contact me on Facebook. Let's get in touch, and I'm happy to help. All right, bye for now.